What's up? It's Mac. I'm back. Return of the Mac. Kind of like Mark Morrison. Return of the Mac. I'm just playing around. Um, I sit here in the back of the KW, right here in my handy little desk, my laptop. Something I do every day, or at the end of each day. I like to go over my numbers. I think it's very important to go over your numbers to see how everything, cost operations and all that good stuff. But what I did notice today, over the past 4 trips and the fuel discount, the fuel discount, it's up there right now. I don't know what's causing it, but boy, it needs to stay the same. I always generally get good discounts, and with the EFS card provided by Thunder Funding, the factoring service I use. Yes, I do use a factoring service. Now, if you don't want to use one, you ain't got to use one. But I like to keep all my invoices in one spot, so I use one. I don't want to be making a million phone calls trying to track down the money that brokers owe me, because I run the spot market solely right now. I do have some things coming up that's going to start at the end of the year, but I'm not going to give out any information on that yet. I'm going to wait until it's all the way through and I've figured it all the way out. So let's get back to the task at hand. So what I did when I was sitting here on a laptop, I went through and took the last 4 trips, and I, made a little, my PDFs out of them and printed it off, put in my little YouTube folder in my drive. I want to show you guys the benefit of having a fuel card. Are you getting 100%? If you're leased on, are you getting 100% of the fuel discount? Because I remember when I was a Swift, they wasn't giving you nothing. And if you know anything about that, about like the size of like Swift, for example, because I don't really know any of these other mega carriers and stuff like that, but they have major buying power. Now, if I could get these kind of discounts that I'm about to show you on a one-man operation, on a little EFS fuel card, and imagine what they're getting. And at that time, a few years back, they was not handing any of that to us. I think it was like a nickel. I mean, a nickel. What are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with a little $5 or 100 gallons or whatever it is? You ain't going to do nothing with it. They're sitting there making money off your expense, a profit. So if you're at a place and you're leased on, are they passing you 100% of the fuel discount? I know here in the near future, I'm going to be bringing on a contractor. I haven't found the person yet, but you will get 100% of the fuel discount. It's only fair. It's not the company. The company shouldn't be keeping any of that. So what I will do, and how I kind of treat it myself, I'll give them the code for my discount, and they enter it into an app, and then they could look at what they're going to get, and they can see for their own eyes what they expect the cost of their fuel to be after discount. It's only fair. You got a lot of companies out here, and they're just ripping people off. Now, say you got your own authority. Well, obviously, you should be getting all of it. You ain't gonna rip yourself off, are you? But I would say if you ain't got no fuel card, you're probably ripping yourself off. And you say, "Oh, I'm not gonna factor none of that stuff. I'm gonna wait." You go ahead and wait. I ain't waiting for nothing. So let me go ahead and get to it. Let me share my screen. Let me show you what I see. Fuel discount is a major thing. Fuel is probably the biggest expense that you have besides yourself. If you say anything else other than that, you might want to look how you're operating. So here's my first trip. This what low was this? 225. My first pickup, gas in Indiana, the pump price was $5.59. All right, the discounted price was $4.20. That's a total of $1.40 off of each gallon. 138 gallons, with the total for that one $193. Now, if we go down here at the bottom, this whole little EFS fuel report that you can get and print off or save or whatever you want to do with it, it gives you a whole breakdown. So with the discount for these two fuels on this trip, because I run it per the date and all that stuff, give it accuracy. And then, obviously I can look at this stuff through my software too, but this right here is just for you guys. I want you guys to see what's out there. Total discount of $266.87. It brought down the average price per unit to $4.39 for that lane. That was pretty good. As you can see, some of them were $5.59 before discount, $5.35 before discount. And I always tend to grab a little bit more fuel than I need. The way I look at it is this is going to run off to affect the profit of the next load. Just keep bouncing to the next. So if, I just top her on off. I find the cheapest one, top her on off. Some people, they just put enough in there to make it for that trip, not me. Not me. So we'll go to the next one. We'll go ahead and zoom in on this. And there we go. We got two more fuels on the next trip. Clayton, Indiana, $5.55 at the pump, $4.07 the discounted price per unit. With a total discount amount on that one I only grabbed 35. I was just trying to get to the next one. So I grabbed 35.69 gallons, but I still saved $52.93. Now, why did I do that? Well, as you can see, I get into a better one. That pump price there in Indiana before I got over to Missouri, that was $5.55. So when I was getting over to Missouri, it's $4.99. So I stretched it over and made sure I had enough fuel to get on over there. So I ended up getting it for $3.73 a gallon. So for a total on that one, $244.31. All right, now these things add up. You're looking at one trip at a time. We'll go ahead and zoom in on that one for you guys. And let me see something real quick. Yeah, we straight. Make sure I gave you guys the screen. Oh, wrong screen. There we go. I want you guys to be able to see it. All right, so hopefully you guys was able to see the other ones before I went to this one. What is this? My third one right here. And I ended up grabbing three different fuels. And you look at here under unit price, $4.23, $4.77, $4.76. They go straight down the line on this kind of one. Took it down $3.45, $3.36, $3.46. And the discounted amounts, like 78 cents off the first one per gallon, $1.42 off the second one per gallon, $1.30 off the third one per gallon. On that one trip, and yes, I did grab a little bit more than I needed. I tend to do that. If it's there, I'm taking it. Heck, if I had a spare tank on the back of the truck, I'll fill that thing up too. Better believe it's all about saving money. I don't worry about it. I don't live on my fuel card because I fund my fuel card. I don't use credit, none of that. I just stack money on there. And I don't live trip to trip on my fuel card. I got money on there to cover that. So it's going to run into the next one. So on that one, I saved a total of $326.85. It took my discounted price per unit down to $3.42 a gallon. That's pretty good for, from what we've been going through this past year. Well, but I'd say past year. What was it? Beginning of, I don't even remember where it began. It's been so long. This nightmare been going on. We've been out here. A lot of people are shutting their doors. Don't be one of those people. There's things that you could get that will help you make it through this. And a fuel card is a good one. Got to get you a fuel card. I don't care if it's EFS like I have. I don't care if it's RTS, Mudflap, or ComData, or whatever else is, or NASTIC, or whatever. I don't know all of them, So I hope you're getting a good one, and I hope you're getting 100% of it. Like on this last trip right here, two fuels, Dodge City, Alabama, $4.75 after discount, $3.60 a gallon. Then you had Knoxville, Tennessee. I remember that. I grabbed a little more. I said, screw that. I got another one. I'm going up there. I think I was, or was I going? I said I'm going up there to Pennsylvania. I'm gonna make sure I grab some of this cheap fuel right here. My discounted price was $3.65, 98 cents off each gallon. So I saved $252.19 with the average price per unit $3.63. Now these things add up. I did a little adding up right there just off those 4 trips. I went ahead and thought a little ahead, try to give you the information, try to make this quick as possible. Not everybody wants to go on here and watch a 20-30 minute video. I understand you got other things to do. But if you was like me, man, when I was looking at all this stuff, getting out here in the spot market before I got out here, and I was watching any kind of video, trying to learn any kind of information I can, how to operate, how to save money in operating, and a million other videos. There's a lot of people out here who know a lot more than me. But I could tell you that I'm running my operation, I'm running it right and efficiently. So I went through on these numbers on those 4 trips. $1,090.22 is what that totals. Now, granted, I missed about 4 or 5 days. I got sick out here on the road, man. That's the worst place to get sick, man. As you can tell, my voice is turning a little rough and raspy. Still kind of, got me up there in the sinuses and stuff a little bit. I ended up getting sick over there after delivering in Kansas. And I was like, man, this thing is whooping my head with pound, boom, boom, like little midgets in there with sledgehammer. Pow, 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 pow. You know what I mean? So I was down for the count. Then I seen a money load come up. It was 3 days, and it was like $48.50, I think it was. So I had to hurry up and jump on that, sick or not. Went ahead and jumped on that. Went down there to Florida. Not a so great place to getting out, but I was focusing on getting the money. But then I got down there to Florida, and I was like, man, I feel like I'm coming to the end, so let's go ahead and take a couple more days. So if I made $1,090, and then I could have probably easily done that right now with today's rates, today's discounts, and I probably could have done it twice. That would turn that into $2,180. These numbers add up. You're not always going to get the same discounted amount. It goes up and down like a roller coaster. The discount that I get, it's been pretty good these first couple of years right here, man, or almost a couple of years. That stuff adds up, and that stuff saves me thousands of dollars. I mean, tens of thousands of dollars. That adds up. And, when you look up over a course of a year, and some people spend $50,000, $60,000 a year. I know this year, a lot of people are spending a lot of money. So you want to save as much as you can. So if you're leased on to somebody, hopefully they're giving you the full discount. Hopefully they're not ripping you off. And if you have your own authority, I hope you got a good fuel card. Even if it takes going through a factory and service and giving up 3% of each load. I know some people out here think it's like a little annual interest rate or something like that. It's not that, man. It's 3% per load, man. Get you a good fuel card. If you could get the NASTEC on your own, probably. I don't know what the discounts or anything like that over there. What I would really like to see is what everybody else is doing out here. What are you guys doing out here? What kind of fuel discounts are you getting? I mean, I only got like 34 subscribers. So, yeah, if any of you guys are out there and you're getting a good fuel discount on where you're getting, I would like to know. If each one of us share information with each other, I believe it can help take us to the next level. Someone is struggling in a certain area, man, share information with each other. I'm not saying give up your customer or anything like that, or things that directly affect your money. But if there's tips out here that you give to each and every person, we're all out here together, so why not share a little bit of information to help the next man achieve? We're all just independent people or little small guys with one, two, three, four, 5 truck operations, going up against megas. We don't have their buying power, or, we might not know of certain things that can help, save us money. Every operation is different. and not everybody has access to the same information. So let's just try to share that information a little bit. And that's my whole idea of my YouTube channel. I just want to try to share the information, show the process of me going and running my operation. What am I, like a year, 9 months of my authority? I've not really been in here as long as some of these guys out here. But I just believe in trying to, help each other. I'm not going to go hold anybody's hand and go walk them through this stuff. But if I could give out one little bit of piece of information that's going to help them, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So into this little video, I'm going to bring this little information like that. That's kind of videos I like to do. I don't like to get into no drama or nothing like that. I don't know everything. So I'm not like some of these other guys that think they know everything. Their way is the highway and all that good stuff. I know my operation works for me. It's profitable. And I'm going to continue to make these little videos, whether they seem boring, whether I get a whole bunch of stuff, drama sells, and I don't bring drama. So I'll probably have slow growth. Hopefully I can reach some people out there. Keep doing what you do, man. Keep studying. And just do that, just be you. Study hard. There's a lot to learn out here. Every day you're learning. So with that being said, stay safe out there, and I hope everybody has a happy holidays. Go home, see your family, or whatever. Get some good grub on, or whatever it may be. Y'all have a blessed one, man. I'm out of here. I figure I'd share that real quick. Get you a good fuel card. It's going to save you a lot of money. All right. Peace out.